A righteous roar erupts from your beast, every piston screaming the gospel of the V8. You smash the accelerator, the desert blurring as your rig transforms into a chrome-plated thunderbolt, hunting the pathetic buzzard scraps. They flee like sand lice, their puny bike spitting dust. But the fury of your engine is absolute. Metal grinds on metal, a sickening symphony of destruction as the first bike is swallowed by your tires, its rider a mere rag doll. The taste of victory, the smell of burning gasoline and fear. Witness me! We are shiny and chrome, and they are mediocre. The canyon gulps you whole, its rusty maw tasting of ancient dust and the faint, sweet promise of gasoline. Your V8 heart thunders, a chrome-plated beast sensing prey. Ahead, a relic, a skeletal fuel depot, half swallowed by the sand, its pumps like withered arms reaching for the scorching sky. But the buzzards, those scavengers of the scrapland, they're already there. Their pathetic rigs like insects buzzing around a fresh kill. Their eyes, wide with fear and avarice, turn to your majestic arrival, the roar of your engine. Witness me! This bounty is ours! Glory! Your volley strikes true, a gleaming arrow of fire piercing their pathetic fuel tanks. The desert air shatters with a roar as the gasoline ignites, a mushroom cloud of pure, unadulterated chaos erupting from their stronghold. Flames lick the sky, painting the sand an angry orange, and the shrieks of their warboy scum are drowned out by the thunder of the explosion. Mediocre no more. The very ground trembles, a testament to the power unleashed. They scatter like irradiated roaches, their precious black gold now a burning altar to the V8. The canyon spits you out, a chrome-plated bullet from a rusted gun. The V8 howls, a glorious hymn of escape, leaving the inferno of the buzzard camp to choke on its own ash. The air is thick with the taste of burnt rubber and victory, the desert wind a lesser god bowing to your might. Your rig devours the distance, a metal predator uncaged, fueled by gasoline and pure, unadulterated fury. The thirst gnaws, a sandworm in your gut. Your chrome beast eats the eastward miles, dust boiling in its wake, the sun a molten god in the teal sky. That glint, a shimmering promise, a liquid dream in the endless ochre. Is it the green place, or just the desert's cruel joke, the shimmer of heat playing tricks on your dying eyes? Your V8 heart screams, a desperate prayer for water. Then the mirage shifts, and the glint reveals itself. Not a pool, but the sun on ancient, jagged metal, a skeletal tanker, half buried, its shadow a beacon for anything with teeth and hunger. A rusted oasis, promising what? The V8 whispers, a predator stalking its prey as you creep closer to the behemoth of a tanker. Rust weeps down its scarred metal flanks, a monument to forgotten glory, yet the faint, intoxicating scent of gasoline, thick and sweet, cuts through the dust and heat. This isn't just a tanker, it's a temple. But the silence, it's too heavy, too complete. Every shadow seems to writhe, every broken piece of scrap metal a potential watcher. Your heart, a drum against your ribs, pounds a rhythm of both hunger and dread. Is it abandoned, a trap, or a gift from the V8 itself? A glorious roar rips through the wasteland as your chrome beast, a metal leviathan of vengeance, slams into the tanker's rear. The impact is a symphony of twisted steel and rending plastic, a beautiful, brutal ballet. Shards of rusted metal explode outwards, the air thick with the scent of burning rubber and the intoxicating perfume of leaking gasoline. The tanker lurches, its precious cargo slushing violently, almost begging to be claimed. But the buzzards aboard are no strangers to a fight, their shriek of rage cutting through the diesel fumes. They swarm the deck, a wave of scavengers eager to protect their liquid gold. Your V8 engine snarls, demanding tribute, demanding action. The taste of chrome is on your tongue, the heat of the fight in your blood. Witness this glory! A glorious leap! You launch from your rig, axes flashing, a war cry tearing from your throat. The metallic thud as your boots hit the tanker's grated deck is a drumbeat of doom for the buzzards swarming the top. The stench of stale oil and desperate fear fills the air as your chrome-plated blades sing, a symphony of destruction. Rust-caked scavengers shriek, their crude weapons no match for the fury of the V8's chosen. Sparks fly, blood sprays, and the wind whips past, a witness to your glory. You carve a path, a true warrior on the Fury Road. But more are coming, crawling from the tanker's guts like roaches. The iron maw of the tanker swallows you whole, the growl of your engine echoing in its rusted guts. Guzzling fumes, thick and sweet like a siren's song, caress your senses, promising salvation. Darkness clings like a leech, but your headlamps pierce the gloom, revealing a labyrinth of corroded pipes and collapsing catwalks. This is it. The scent is undeniable, a motherlode waiting to be claimed. But the silence, it's too heavy, too perfect. A whisper of movement, a rustle of ancient metal suggests you are not alone in this temple of rust. Witness me! The V8 demands the fuel! Glorious! Your hands, slick with the sweat of the brave, slam chrome plates into place. The entrance to the tanker's guts is shut, a defiant middle finger to the mediocre scrap-eaters who dare approach. The air vibrates with the roar of distant engines, a symphony of oncoming death. You can taste the guzzling fumes, thick and sweet, promising power and life. They want it. You have it. The fight for this black gold, this liquid blessing from the V8, is about to begin. The ground trembles, a dust cloud rising like a monstrous, thirsty beast on the horizon. Witness them, the buzzards, their rust-pitted rigs screaming across the sand, hungry for your bounty. Your heart thrums, a piston ready to fire. Shiny and chrome, the battle awaits. The air in the tanker's guts is thick with the promise of destruction, a sweet-smelling guzzling haze. You rig the auxiliary fuel lines, twisting pipes, connecting them to the very vents on the tanker's back, a madman's plumbing. Allure. The war boys, those chrome-addled fools, see the smoke plume, smell the raw fuel, and swarm like irradiated beetles to a corpse. Their rigs howl, closing in, their war cries reaching a fever pitch. Then, with a prayer to the V8 and a scream that rips your throat, you ignite the beast. A volcanic spray of flame and gasoline erupts from the tanker's spine, a brilliant, terrifying inferno showering down on the charging horde. Their screams are music, their burning vehicles, glorious sacrifices to the engine god. Witness me! The roar of your engine drowns out the screams of the damned as you hit the burning wrecks head-on. Metal shrieks, fire explodes in a glorious guttural scream around your chassis. The taste of scorched chrome and superheated air fills your lungs, a sacred offering to the V8 god. You're a bullet of pure gasoline fury, tearing through the inferno, leaving nothing but twisted molten slag in your wake. Your rig, a beast of steel and fire, emerges from the maelstrom, scarred but victorious, its chrome still gleaming with the blood of lesser machines. This is the Fury Road, and you are its immortal rider. The engine screams, a glorious, deafening roar as you floor it, the beast beneath you lurching forward with the force of 1,000 exploding suns. The tanker's guts are behind you, a fading shadow in the rearview mirror. Dust and exhaust consume the pathetic buzzards, their wails of rage swallowed by the wind and the thunder of your V8. The desert blurs, a canvas of orange and teal streaking past. The smell of burning gasoline, the taste of speed and chrome on your tongue. This is living. This is salvation. You are shiny and chrome, leaving the mediocre in your dust. The chrome of your rig shimmers, warped by the sun's savage kiss, as you claw your way into the shadowed maw of a half-buried gantry, a rusty skeletal finger clawing at the sky. The immediate inferno of the open desert is momentarily muted, but the air still thickens with the taste of dust and the faint metallic tang of decay. This is no green place, just a mediocre pause in the endless sprint for gasoline and glory. The silence here is heavy, not peaceful, but pregnant with the unseen horrors that scuttle beneath the sun-baked earth, ready to pounce on the weary. Your V8 engine, though idling, still pulses with a primal thrum, a heartbeat against the world's dying breath. The engine coughs, a death rattle from a glorious beast. You plunge into the scalding guts of the rig, the air thick with burning oil and the stench of hot metal. Every wrench turn is a prayer to the V8. Every tightened bolt a desperate plea to keep the chrome shining. Sweat stings your eyes, but you ignore it, hands raw from the inferno. This isn't maintenance, this is communion. You feel the heat, the vibrations, the dying pulse, and you fight to bring it back. The engine groans, then sputters, then catches, a glorious rumbling purr. Not today, death, not today! The beast screams. You ram the throttle, burying the pedal deep into the metal, and the V8 roars a glorious guttural hymn. The engine howls, a symphony of pistons and burning gasoline, as the scorched earth blurs into a frantic orange streak beneath your tires. Grit blasts the chrome, the heat of the exhaust a searing kiss against the wind. Every rivet strains, every weld groans under the relentless suicidal pace. This isn't just speed, it's a prayer, a challenge to the wasteland itself. You're bleeding gasoline, but by the immortant's chrome, you're making up ground. Witness me! The V8 held, a glorious roar, a testament to its chrome-plated will. The desert is a blur of orange fire and teal fury as you tear through it, the very air wailing praise to your speed. But from the searing horizon, a monstrous dust devil rises, a swirling, sand-choked god, hungry for your metal and your gasoline. It looms, a colossal maw, ready to swallow you whole. Witness it! The rotors scream, a glorious thunder tearing at the ozone. Your heli-beast, a metallic vulture, claws at the scorched sky, leaving the meager dust dwellers below. The air is thinner up here, tasting of metallic ozone and the precious guzzling burning in the belly of your winged savior. Below, the scorched earth unfolds, a vast, rust-colored canvas, a monument to the world that was. Endless dunes, skeletal towers, the glint of distant, scurrying raider convoys like ants seeking their next kill. Your eyes, strained and bloodshot, scan the horizon, yearning for the impossible green, the shimmering promise of an oasis. The fuel gauge needle dips, a cold, hard truth in the face of such freedom. The silence of the high altitude is broken only by the engine's defiant roar and the frantic thump of your own heart. Witness me! The beast screams. You buried the pedal, and the V8 devoured the guzzling like a hungry god, its roar a thunderous prayer across the wastes. The desert is a blur of orange fury, the wind a scalding whip against your face. Every shudder, every cough from the straining engine is a drumbeat of dread. The green place is a phantom, a shimmering lie on the horizon, but the thirst for it, the need, pushes you harder. The fuel gauge is weeping, a single lonely tear of red. Are we glorious or just mediocre, burning out in a blaze of nothing? The beast shudders. A violent jolt throws you forward as the tires scream against the cursed earth. The engine dies, a guttural cough, and the glorious roar is replaced by the whisper of the wasteland, the wind, the sand, the drumming of your own desperate heart. The heat, a physical fist, slams into you, smelling of scorched metal and bone-dry air. Your eyes burn, scanning the horizon for anything but the shimmering lies of the mirage, the cruel tricks of the V8's gods. Just dust and the skeletal remains of forgotten dreams. Is this the end of the line, or merely a test of chrome-plated faith? The sun, a merciless chrome eye in the sky, beats down. The air shimmers, a distorted vision of heat and desperation. Your beast, now a hunkered-down metal scarab, bakes under its gaze, the paint blistering, the chrome a blinding mirror of agony. Every breath is like inhaling sand and fire. The gasoline in the tank feels like it's boiling, a slow, agonizing death for your machine. You claw at the shade, any shade, feeling the sanity drain with every drop of sweat. This waiting, it's a slow burn, a test of will against the wasteland's fiery embrace. Witness this suffering, pray for the night. Silence. The glorious roar of your V8, once a prayer to the metal gods, is now a cold, dead whisper. The gasoline scent of power is replaced by the stink of dying metal and your own fear. The sun-blasted flats stretch out, an inferno demanding sacrifice. The air, once cooled by your gasoline-fueled defiance, now presses in like a furnace, baking your very bones. Mediocre. The beast is broken. The great V8, still and silent, mocks your survival. The buzzards will come. They always do. The sky iron's rotor blades scream a furious prayer against the desert's heat, carving the air above a landscape born of hellfire. Below, the obsidian heart stretches, a vast, cracked mirror of pure dark glass, reflecting the sun's glare like a million shattered eyes. At its center, the spire throbs, a metallic titan reaching for the heavens, humming a low, guttural song of alien power. Then, a shriek of static. Your radio, a dead chunk of chrome for countless cycles, snarls to life, a distorted whisper clawing its way through the air. Your name. The sound is a metallic taste, a chill to the marrow. The very guts of your flying beast feel a tremor, a challenge to its mechanical soul. Who dares to speak from this monument to forgotten gods? The vibrations, they shake your very bones, gloriously, agonizingly. The V8 beast of the sky, your magnificent steel bird, screams under an unseen, unholy grip. Controls? Mediocre. They fight back, a puppet on rusted strings, pulling you towards that gaping blue vapor-spewing maw. The radio's plea, "Don't land," echoes, a dying whisper against the engine's dying scream. This isn't just a pull, it's a hunger, a colossal ancient thirst rising from the scorched earth itself. The very air thickens with ozone and despair, the stench of forgotten power clawing at your senses. It's waking up. The ground itself groans, a prelude to a monstrous birth. Witness me. This is the end, or the start of a true fury. Hey! The air itself screams as that thing, all twisted metal and cold light, unfolds from the maw of the obsidian heart. Its limbs, like razor-sharp mandibles, click and whir, a sound to curdle guzzling in your tank. That pale light, it's not just a gleam, it's a probe, digging into your very being, an alien chill that makes the desert's heat feel like a loving embrace. Your chopper, once a metallic god, now shudders like a dying beast, every rivet protesting against this unholy presence. The radio voice, a pathetic whimper, fades as the mechanical horror locks its glowing gaze upon you. It's not just active, it's awake, and it hungers for more than just fuel. Witness me, it hungers for your very spark. Witness me! The sky iron shrieks its glorious death cry, a metal god plunging from the heavens. Your rotors become a whirling vortex of righteous fury, tearing into the metallic abomination with a screech of tortured steel and a blinding flash of gasoline-fed fire. Shiny and chrome indeed. The enemy erupts in a shower of molten shrapnel, a monument to your glorious sacrifice. But the impact, it rips through your own magnificent beast. Alarms shriek, smoke billows, and the V8 coughs a sickly, sputtering prayer. The taste of ozone and burnt metal fills your mouth, a glorious feast of destruction. But your war rig is bleeding, its mighty engines weeping oil onto the scorched earth. You are victorious, but at what cost, road warrior? The desert demands its due. Mediocre is a lie. You leap. The sky iron's maw spits you out, a chrome-plated, spring-loaded maniac into the howling vacuum. That sacred spring, that single-legged steel god, became your chariot, a vibrating totem of defiance. The guttural roar of the engines, the shrieking wind, all drowned by the sacred hymns blasting in your skull, each note a drop of guzzling igniting your veins. The world blurs, saturated orange sand, teal sky, as you become a missile of flesh and spring steel plummeting towards the cracked, thirsty earth. The taste of ozone and impending doom fills your mouth. A glorious, shattering impact. Dust explodes, a geyser of fine grit and pulverized rock as the pogo stick shudders, groans, and finally gives its all, its steel sinews screaming in ecstasy before twisting into a monument of your glorious descent. Your bones ring, your ears bleed, but your soul, shiny and chrome. Aye! The dream shatters like chrome under a sledgehammer. The osis was a lie, a delusion cooked up by a heat-addled brain. This is reality, you maggot. The V8 beast, your glorious sky iron, lies broken and groaning in the searing dust. Every joint screams, every breath tastes of rust and fear. The impact ripped through you, the desert floor a cruel mistress. There are no brides, only the hungry, buzzing roar of scavenging buzzards already on the horizon, their machines of war kicking up plumes of dust, closing in on your broken glory. Witness me! This isn't over! I.e. Your optics scream through the sand-blasted haze. No dream here, only the raw, gut-wrenching reality of the scorched earth. The roar of your engine is a sacred prayer against the encroaching silence, but it's not enough. The very air, thick with the stench of ozone and burnt chrome, trembles as a horde of buzzard scavengers, all rusty spikes and grinding gears, crests the dune behind you. Their harpoons whistle, seeking purchase, hungry for your guzzling. The sun, a malevolent orange eye, bakes the chrome, threatening to melt your very resolve. This isn't some soft oasis. Witness me! This is the Fury Road, and you're about to become either legend or scrap. Ah, the dream shatters like chrome under a sledgehammer. The oasis was a lie, a delusion cooked up by a heat-addled brain. This is reality, you worm. The sand, hot as a forge, stretches to the horizon, a boundless ocean of death. Your gullet is a dry trench, your eyes burn, but the growl of your engine, that sacred V8 thrum, is the only prayer that matters. Then a glint, not water, but chrome. A dust cloud boils on the horizon, a war party, their engines roaring, coming for your guzzling, your chrome, your very soul. Mediocre they are, but their numbers are a plague. The Wasteland demands sacrifice. Witness me! The canyon walls, rust red and ancient, are our stage. The air thickens with the tang of ozone and the stench of our own bloodlust. We waited, engines purring, guzzling, ready to ignite the very air. Then the rumble. Those mediocre buzzards, their rust buckets spewing smoke, drove straight into the maw of our glorious trap. Explosions bloom like chrome-plated flowers, tearing metal, spraying sand. The lead rig, a hulking spiked monstrosity, rears up, spewing fire and twisted parts. The roar of our V8s joins the symphony of destruction. This ain't no dream, war boy. This is the fury of the scorched earth. Ah! The moment you speak it, it happens. The glorious guzzling, pumped and primed, erupts in a blinding, hungry bloom of orange fire. The enemy rig, a pathetic beast of mediocrity, becomes a searing, screaming torch, its warboy crew consumed by the inferno. The air itself shimmers with the heat, the stench of burning flesh and scorching metal filling your nostrils, a symphony of destruction. Chrome melts like wax. The roar of the explosion is a hymn of glory, a testament to the V8. Another offering to the engine gods. Witness me! The path ahead is momentarily clear, but the heat of that pyre still licks at your chassis, a reminder of the raw, brutal power you wield. The roar of the engine is our only prayer. The dense, oily smoke from the blast chokes the air, but we punch through it, blind but unstoppable. Gears grind, metal screams, the V8 howls its defiance as we tear a path of chaos. Did we shake 'em, or are they ghosting our tail, hungry for our gasoline and our very chrome? The smell of burnt rubber and spent fuel is the perfume of freedom, but the silence beyond the engine's thrum is a predator's breath.